Right now, your bank is quietly taking advantage of you, not by stealing your money, by paying you almost nothing to hold it. If you have savings sitting at a big traditional bank, there's a good chance it earns 0.01%. That is not a typo. 1/100th of 1%. $10,000 would earn you about $1 in a year. $1. That's not even enough for a coffee. Meanwhile, that same $10,000 could be earning $400 somewhere else. Same money, same safety, same access from your phone. The only difference is where it sits. And here's what makes this worse. Your bank is not hiding this from you. The rate is printed right there in your app. Most of us have just never looked. Because nobody teaches you to look. School didn't cover it. Your parents probably didn't know either. So the money just sits there, working hard for the bank and barely at all for you. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly where that gap comes from. I'll walk you through the real math on what your savings could actually earn, and I'll show you the 5 mistakes that quietly eat the difference. Here's my promise. By the end of this video, you'll know what a high-yield savings account is. You'll know if it's right for you. You'll know the exact steps to open one this week. And you'll know the traps to avoid once you do. No jargon left undefined, no hype, just the numbers. Now for the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't realize how wide the gap between banks really is. According to the FDIC, the national average savings account rate is just 0.38% right now. The FDIC is the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the government agency that insures bank deposits. That 0.38% is the average. Many of the biggest banks in America pay far less than that. Some of the most famous names pay that 0.01% we talked about. Meanwhile, top high-yield savings accounts are paying around 4%, with some up to 4.5%. A high-yield savings account, or HYSA, is just a savings account that pays a much higher interest rate. Usually it's offered by an online bank with no physical branches. Here's the thing. It is not a different product. It is not riskier. It is the same boring savings account you already have. The rate is just 10 times higher. So why does this gap exist? Big banks don't need to compete for your deposit. They already have it. They have your checking account, your debit card, and years of your habits. Online banks have no expensive branches to maintain, no marble lobbies, no tellers, so they pass those savings to you as a higher rate. That's the whole business model. Your loyalty to your childhood bank is costing you real money. And the bank is counting on you never checking. Think about how you picked your current bank. For most of us, it was whatever our parents used, or whichever branch was closest to campus. We were 18, we didn't compare rates. And we've never looked since. Banks know this. Inertia is their most profitable product. They don't have to earn your deposit every year, they just have to keep you from thinking about it. That ends today. So let's fix it step by step. Step 1. Check what your current savings account actually pays. Log into your bank app and find the APY. A PY means annual percentage yield, the interest you earn in 1 year with compounding included. Compounding just means earning interest on your interest. Your money earns money, and then that money earns money too. If your APY starts with a 0, keep watching. Step 2. Compare a few high-yield options. Look for 3 things. An APY around 4%, no monthly fees, and no minimum balance requirements. A minimum balance requirement means you must keep a certain amount in the account to avoid fees or earn the rate. You want none of that. Plenty of great accounts have 0 strings attached. Step 3. Confirm the account is FDIC insured. That insurance protects your deposits up to $250,000 per person, per bank. If the bank fails, the government makes you whole. This is the part that makes a HYSA just as safe as your current account. If you're looking at a credit union instead, look for NCUA insurance. That's the credit union version, and the protection works the same way. Step 4. Open the account online. It usually takes about 10 minutes. You'll enter your basic information, link your existing checking account, and transfer your savings over. The first transfer can take 2 or 3 business days. That's normal. Keep a small buffer in your old account until everything settles. Step 5. Set up an automatic monthly transfer. Even $50 a month keeps the habit alive. Pick a date right after payday so the money moves before you can spend it. This is called paying yourself first. It means treating your savings like a bill that always gets paid. You'll stop relying on willpower because the system does the work. Your emergency fund now lives somewhere that actually pays you. Now, before we get to the math, let's cover the 5 mistakes that trip people up. Mistake 1. Chasing the highest rate forever. Some people move their money every month for an extra 0.1%. Here's the thing. On $10,000, that's about $10 a year. Not worth the hassle. Pick a consistently competitive account and stay put. Mistake 2. Falling for teaser rates. A teaser rate is a high promotional rate that drops after a few months. Always check what the rate becomes after the promotion ends. The boring, steady 4% usually beats the flashy 5% that vanishes. Mistake 3. Keeping too much money in the HYSA. This account is for your emergency fund and short-term goals. Once you have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved, extra cash deserves a bigger job. Long-term money usually belongs in investments, where returns have historically been higher. Mistake 4. Ignoring fees and minimums. A $5 monthly fee wipes out $60 of interest a year. On a $2,000 balance at 4%, that fee erases most of your gains. 0 fees is the rule, not a bonus. Mistake 5. Confusing a HYSA with a CD. A CD is a certificate of deposit. It locks your money for a set term in exchange for a fixed rate. Break it early and you pay a penalty. Your emergency fund can't live behind a lock. It needs to stay reachable, and a HYSA keeps it that way. Now let's go deeper with the real math. Say you have $10,000 saved. At the 0.38% national average, you'd earn about $38 in a year. At 4% in AHYSA, you'd earn about $400. That's a $362 difference for doing nothing extra. No side hustle, no extra shifts, just a different login. Now stretch it to 5 years. At 0.38%, your $10,000 grows to about $10,191. At 4% with compounding, it grows to about $12,167. That's nearly $2,000 more. Same deposit, same risk. What if you're still building your savings instead? Say you move $300 a month into a HYSA at 4%. After 5 years, you'd have about $19,890. In an average account at 0.38%, you'd have about $18,169. That's over $1,700 in free money for the same habit. And if you're starting smaller, the logic holds. Even $100 a month at 4% earns real interest over time. The rate doesn't care how big your balance is. It rewards every dollar the same. One honest caveat. HYSA rates are variable, meaning the bank can change them at any time. When the Federal Reserve cuts rates, your APY usually drops too. The Federal Reserve is the central bank that sets the baseline for interest rates in the economy. That's normal, and every bank moves together. Even if 4% becomes 3% someday, it still crushes 0.38. The math works at every rate level. 2 quick objections I hear all the time. First, is an online bank actually safe? Yes, as long as it carries FDIC insurance. Your money has the same government protection as any big bank. The insurance doesn't care whether the bank has branches. Second, isn't switching a huge hassle? No. You keep your current checking account. Nothing about your direct deposit or bills has to change. Your savings just moves to a better address. One small heads up on taxes. The interest you earn counts as taxable income. Your bank will send you a 1099 INT form at tax time. That's just the form that reports your interest to the IRS. Earning $400 and paying some tax still beats earning $38. And one more thing. HYSA is for savings, not investing. It's the right home for your emergency fund and short-term goals, a house down payment in 2 years, a car fund, next summer's trip. Money you won't need for 5 or more years usually belongs in investments instead. Different job, different tool. So here's how a HYSA fits into your full money system. Think of your money as living in 3 buckets. Bucket 1 is checking. That's your spending hub. Keep about 1 month of expenses there, enough to pay bills without stress. Bucket 2 is your HYSA. That's your safety net and your short-term goals. This is where your emergency fund lives and grows. Bucket 3 is investing. That's your long-term wealth, the money with a 10-year job. Most people don't realize their problem isn't bucket 3. It's that buckets 1 and 2 are mixed together in the same low-rate account. When your emergency fund sits next to your spending money, 2 bad things happen. It earns nothing, and it's way too easy to spend. Separating the buckets fixes both problems at once. A small tip that helps here. Most online banks let you rename your accounts. Call it emergency fund, not savings. Studies in behavioral finance show naming a goal makes you less likely to rate it. It sounds silly. It works. Let's recap the whole system. Your big bank is probably paying you close to nothing. The national average is 0.38%, but top online accounts pay around 4%. A high-yield savings account is the same product with a rate 10 times higher. Check your current APY. Compare options with no fees, no minimums, and FDIC insurance. Open the new account in about 10 minutes. Move your savings and automate a monthly transfer right after payday. Avoid the 5 traps. Don't chase rates. Don't fall for teasers. Don't hoard cash past your emergency fund. Don't pay fees. And don't lock up money you might need. On $10,000, this one move is worth roughly $362 a year. Here's the thing about wealth building. It's rarely one big dramatic decision. It's a series of small, boring moves that stack on top of each other. Moving your savings is the easiest rung on the ladder. 10 minutes of effort, hundreds of dollars a year, every year. For as long as you have savings. Most people don't realize the first step is this simple. Now you do. If this video helped you, hit subscribe for one new money video every week. Now I want to hear from you. Go check your savings account right now. Seriously, pause the video and open your bank app. What APY is your bank actually paying you? Drop the number in the comments. No judgment. Last week, half the comments started with 0.01. Let's see if your bank is treating you any better.